I'm Macey. I'm here to talk to you about why I think more people should care about homelessness. Well, have you ever thought of anything less than the amazing life you all have? Have you ever thought to care about others with maybe a less fortunate future than you? I think more people should care about homelessness, including you and you and you and all of you. Well, you might argue that you don't have enough time to help the homeless, but you have 4 minutes a day to brush your teeth. And, well, you should all have about half an hour in your day to help the homeless. And if you see someone on the side of the road asking for food, that takes even less time. Well, another thing is, you might argue, well, I don't know how to help the homeless, even though I may want to. Well, I have a list in a couple of minutes to help you with that. On the contrary, you're probably thinking, enough people help them, why should I? Well, not enough people help them or even care about them at all. Plus, I took a survey and all the students and teachers actually do care, but only 28 out of 35 actually help. I had some questions for my good friend Addie, who helps the homeless, like me. You've been to France. Are there a lot of homeless people there? Addie, I saw a whole bunch, about 35. Some of them I saw were repeats, but still, they were everywhere. Me, do you know any other countries that have homeless people? Addie, well, I know we have homeless people, and a lot of small Hispanic countries, they get a poor amount of money, so they make their own homes. I think this is a problem. Me, any other countries? Addie, all I have to say is all countries have homeless people. Me, I'm interviewing you because you say you care and you help. There's a difference. Why do you help? And how do you care? I mean, other way around. Addie, well, I care because if people stop giving things to them, there are more. Every person that is a homeless person, it does everything you give them. It may not seem like a lot to you, but it's a lot to them. And then me, how do you help? Well, Addie, so while I help by when I see a homeless person, not very often around here, I ask my mom if I can go get something for her or him. And my mom sometimes forgets her wallet, but if she doesn't, then she normally says yes. And according to Marietta Daily Journal, when I see a homeless person, well, according to Marietta Daily Journal, it says 106 25 aged and up homeless people are unsheltered in Cobb County. And MDJ is also doing interviews with some homeless people, just like mine with Addie, but Addie's not homeless. She's my good friend. Here's one. A man named Jay was sleeping in his truck. Jay says he moves a lot, but lost his place when business dried up over the holidays, though he said things are starting to pick back up. He has been living out of his truck for 2 weeks. He said homelessness isn't really what it's cracked up to be. It's not folks who don't want to work. Some folks like that lifestyle, but others, they just fell upon hard times, you know? It can happen to anyone. I'm just glad I had my truck instead of nothing at all. Here's another. Billy has been homeless off and on for the last 10 years, with the current stretch beginning about 7 months ago. He said he worked 25 years as an auto mechanic and switched to construction work in the mid-90s when work became hard to find. Now he takes what work he can, but though he said it's not always easy finding a job when you have no mode of transportation nor an address. A lot of people don't even want to talk to you, he said. Once they find out that you're homeless, they just shut the door on you. They'll shut the door on you real quick. I don't ever go on a job hunt where I look bad, though. I wash my clothes in my laundromat so that I'm not filthy dirty. I am right now because I've been working every day. It included a picture of him talking with them, so that's why he's there. But anyway, there are 118 unsheltered homeless people in Cobb County. 8 are unsheltered children. They're just children. They call a home underneath the bridge with loud cars rumbling above. So how exactly do they sleep? How?
I don't think they do.
They don't. And I know that I've said this already, but 106 are unsheltered adults. And therefore, we should get bigger and more homeless shelters so not so many people are unsheltered when homeless. Since so many people live out on the streets, you could, at the very least, invite them in for a couple nights. If you can't do these things, I assume you all can mail a check for more beds, expanding the shelters, or making bigger and more shelters. And I know that you're probably thinking, well, you've given me all this information, but now what do I do with it? If you're too confused, you can can take some time off the topic, but keep it in the back of your mind. Then you can start small. Donate a couple cans of food, or bake some cookies with your family to take with to a shelter. Remember, you need to be one of those people that help the homeless.